morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Blackbright of Blackbright News, and I am talking about how does Trump intend to get rid of the bad ones. Now, with the millions of people in America, the bad ones in quotes, could feel quite safe and think, they'll never find me. But what has Trump got in store? Well, I was looking at a video produced by The Economist, who was talking about artificial intelligence. And within that premise, we have something called PredPol, P-R-E-D-P-O-L, which is an abbreviation for Predictive Policing. Now, what the police do under this data-driven program is to target people or communities based on previous crimes, the type of crime, the location of the crime, and the time of the crime. And so it collects all that data, and in collaboration with Operation Laser, they find a 500 by 500 foot parameter, and they focus in on that area and get the police to patrol that area and pull in anybody who looks suspicious, or they ask questions, or they interrogate, or they do what they do, whether it's under sus, whether it's under stop and search, whatever it is. But they have now got artificial intelligence to assist them in garnering information about potential criminal activity. Now, bear in mind, this is potential criminal activity. It's not actual criminal activity. And the thing that I worry about most is that the innocent are going to get caught up with the guilty. And did you know that only 1 in 212 federal crime cases win a case? And that's basically to do with money and whatever support that they can get. Now, this is quite troubling, because in the cases where somebody may have offended and they intend to go on, make a clean break and turn their lives around, they don't get an opportunity to, because it also targets reoffenders, predicting that they will reoffend. So it brings them into the mix. And I don't think that's fair. Also, where people are, what's sad about this is because Trump assumes that blacks, ethnic minorities, and the poor are bad for America. This system is designed to hone in on this sector of people. So other people don't get a chance. The innocent get pulled in, and it's just not fair. But what can we do? There's nothing you can do, because provided you live in a certain area, you're up for grabs. It's also come to the UK. They're operating it in Rugby. Apparently, they made a big successful drug raid in the UK in a place called Warwickshire, and they're using it in Rugby, a place called Rugby. Well, Rugby is in Warwickshire, but yeah, this is where it's been piloted. And so, you know, and the thing is that it's interesting that they're focusing on drugs when there's so much murder. They're not. It seems as though they're not interested so much as murder, because majority of statistics show that murder is a white man's crime. So what do? They focus on drugs, which is a black man's crime, mostly because most black people smoke weed. I'm not talking about the hard cocaine and the ice and all those those A-class drugs. I'm talking about the mediocre weed, marijuana, that most hippies and people who go to concerts drink, and Rastafarians smoke as a part of their culture. I'm talking about that. those are the people that they're criminalizing. And once you're criminalized, if you're not put in jail, which is another form of slavery, you're deported if you're eligible, in quotes, to be deported, i.e. if you're not a citizen. If you're black or an immigrant and you're a citizen, you're in jail. If you're not a citizen, you're booted out of the country. Now, I would say that was fair if it was based on fair predictive policies, but it's not. It's based on, there's nobody to negotiate with. There's no one to appeal against. There's no human element. It's a massive computer that is geared and designed to hone in on certain sets of people based on the data they have already. So God forbid if you have any data on their system, whether you were wrongfully accused or otherwise, you're totally screwed. So there's not an answer for this. This is the way the police are heading, because in a place as big as America and in a place as big as the UK, they have to use something abnormal, in quotes, to find these people. But the sad thing is that, you know, some people say, oh, as long as you're innocent, what have you got to worry about? But we all know how many black people have been imprisoned wrongfully, and they've been convicted wrongfully, and years afterwards they've been exonerated. What about them? Are they going to be hauled back into this net? Of course they are. So there's no kind of weeding out process. This is designed to make it easier for the police, but it's at the expense of the civilians. So I just wanted to share that with you. Bye-bye.